Hey guys, good morning. Diving into God's Word together. Excited to see what He has in store for us. We're in Titus chapter 1, finishing or getting close to finish up chapter 1. It says this. It says, one of them, a prophet of their own, said, Cretans are always liars, evil beasts, lazy gluttons. This testimony is true. Therefore, rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men who turn from the truth. Now, he says this based on the previous verses, which talk about how there's going to be many subordinate, idle talkers, deceivers, and especially those that come from the circumcision, the Jews, those who come and have the background and the pedigree of Christ, and they would claim that they have the ability to speak certain ways and talk about certain people, that sort of thing. And he had told them to listen, you know what? You need to rebuke them. Not just rebuke them sharply. This is interesting because as an elder, or a leader within the church, there is a necessity to maintain a sense of culture. Maintain a sense of love and encouragement. And when somebody comes along and they start to cut other people down, whether it's in the church or even outside of it, we have to be super cautious and careful not to allow that to permeate through everyone else within the body. As you know, all it takes is one sharp word, one word ill-placed, and it causes a world of hurt. And some people choose to do that without regard to the fact that they genuinely are hurting somebody. The fact that they miss out on the truth of just love, care, and compassion. The Bible tells us we got to think on these things, whatever is pure, whatever is right, whatever is lovely. It would go on. And so when we start to find people that are speaking in ways that are contrary to the gospel, contrary to the way that we ought to love one another, we are obligated. We're required to stand in and say, listen, you know what? That's not how we talk. As followers of Christ, we're building one another up. We're edifying one another. We're not there to destroy. We're there to build. And by doing so, you get to see a culture of church that ends up being full of love and grace and mercy, recognizing God's unique differences in individuals or individual talents or backgrounds and all those sorts of things. That was God's intention. And so that's why He set a few people, such as the elders, over kind of managing how people were going to use their tongue. And I think everyone should be careful and cautious and also stand in the gap when they see people that are thinking wrongly or end up just being super harsh with how they communicate. We got a responsibility. Stand in the gap. And make sure that there is only one person that we're going to talk about. That's Jesus Christ, and it's Him glorified and nothing else. And that is one way that we can really honor the Lord as a church. I love you guys. Be encouraged by these words. Also be warned. Be careful. Make sure the words that you use are edifying and encouraging about one another. And if you hear somebody who starts to speak ill of another person, hey, bring it up. Make it clear. Make it known. It's not acceptable. That's not needed. You understand how God made and built this person up. And so I love when we get into some of the scriptures. It can be corrective, prescriptive of how we ought to operate. And ultimately, I'm so thankful to be at River Rocks Church where this is not nearly as devastating of an issue as so many other places. These things happen so rarely. However, I'm also thankful when they do, people respond well. Love you guys. God bless y'all. And let's keep our eyes fixed on the Lord.